Zeb has to save his race from extinction in this episode of Rebels. The group are looking for refugees who were captured by the Empire. Ezra is leading this mission, but to his surprise, these refugees who are captured are Zeb's own kind. They break them free as Hondo shows up because he was the one who told them about these Lasats who were captured. Zeb up to this point has assumed that he was the last of his kind, and to his surprise the two Lasats even remember him. They want to make their way to a new world where they can survive and live on, but Hondo gives away the rebels as they are leaving, and the stormtroopers make their way to capture them. But before they capture them, Hondo warns them about the stormtroopers approaching them. So the group makes their way back to the ship and fires back at the stormtroopers just as Hondo gets caught himself by the Empire. Lyrasan is the location of the new home for these Lasats, but Zeb is very unsure that this world even exists. There seems to be a noticeable grudge from Zeb about the new Lasats and possibly his past. We don't know about it yet, and he isn't too happy about their new goal for themselves and is even disappointed that they don't have the characteristics of warriors anymore. So Ezra confronts Zeb about his problem with the Lasats, and he tells him that he feels responsible for essentially being the cause of the extinction of his own people. He doesn't feel like he's worth being called captain anymore. Zeb is the child of Lasat and helps them discover the location of their new home. The location is in the Outer Rim and is even located on a map, but with his weapon, it shows the world of Lyrasan. He takes over control of the ship and they are able to make it through a cluster of stars that are blocking the way of the planet, right at the same time as the Empire just catch up to them and want to blow them away or even capture them. The hyperdrive activates and they make it through this special kind of light speed to pass the cluster of stars to the planets on the other side. And waiting for them on the other side is Lyrasan, and they drop the Lasats off. Zeb finds out that the rest of his kind are still alive and are on Lyrasan, but because the planet is now marked on the ghost ship means that they can come back to the location anytime they want to. This episode started pretty typically but escalated in a very interesting way. We see that Zeb isn't the only one of his kind around and even get a glimpse at a similar familiar way of the Force. I would say the best part of the episode was definitely the star cluster scene. And with my very interest in space travel, it was nice to see it implemented in Star Wars in a way that I haven't seen before. For the most part, Star Wars is always so focused on the plots that we never just get exploration or get to see anything beyond the Outer Rim. And even then, all the planets within the galaxy, we still haven't seen all of them to their full potential. So it was nice to see that beyond the Outer Rim, there are more stars and more planets out there that we just don't know about yet, and it's nice to get a little glimpse into that. We also get a little development out of Zeb, showing that he actually is a respected captain before his race was attacked by the Empire. It was a really good episode, and I can't wait to see what's in store for next week. And so now I ask you, what was your favorite part of this episode of Rebels, and what did you even think of the episode? Leave the comments down below, and feel free to even like and subscribe to this channel to see more content like this in the future. So until then, see you next week for the next episode of Rebels.